Committee on Parole is called to order. Today is Thursday, March 16th, 12:35 p.m. My name is Brennan Kelsey. Along with me is Mr. Marabella and Mr. Freeman will be your panel. We're here in Baton Rouge. Our remote location is Tangipahoa Parish Jail. Is anybody in the room with your staff or support? You're on mute.
No, it's just me.
Just you, okay. All right. Well, we're for, you heard the introduction, we're here for parole revocation hearing. So I'll ask you some rule violations. You'll plead guilty, not guilty, guilty with a statement, or not guilty with a statement. We'll ask some questions. You can respond at the end. We'll make a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a parole revocation questionnaire in front of you, a piece of paper in front of you by any chance?
No, sir.
See if we can get that up on the screen to show you, okay?
All right.
See that parole revocation questionnaire? Is that your
Yes, sir.
signature at the bottom?
Yes.
You can read and write?
Yes, sir.
All right, Zachary D, Kinchen DOC number 6242233. Rule number 4, you failed to refrain from engaging in criminal activity as evidenced by your arrest on or about 10/3/2022 by the Tickfall Police Department, where you allegedly were charged with possession of firearm while possession of CDS, believed to be methamphetamines. How do you plead?
I'm guilty.
Not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 5, you failed to refrain from engaging in criminal activity as evident by of your arrest on 10/3/2022 by the Tickfall Police Department. You were alleged with charged firearms and CDS. How do you plead with that?
Not guilty.
And you failed to make the first monthly payment since being on parole. You placed your currently $65 arrears. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, please answer, Mr. Marabella.
Mr. Kinchen, my name is Tony Marabella. I've got a few questions for you. When did you get out on parole?
I think August 5th of 22.
August of 22,
Yes, sir.
and you got arrested on October the 3rd of 22.
Yes, sir.
What were you doing from August until October? Did you work?
I went to a 28-day treatment rehab on my own, and then I got a job, and I was working until I got arrested.
When did you get out of the treatment? What treatment facility did you go to?
I was at Woodlake in Denham Springs. I got out, I want to say September 1st or 2nd. And then I immediately got a job.
What were you doing? Any follow-up from?
Yes, sir. I was living in a sober living house.
I'm sorry, what?
I was living in a sober living house.
You were living in a sober living home when you were arrested?
Yes, sir.
You going to AA meetings?
Yes, sir.
How many were you going to?
3 a week.
So tell me what happened. Now, let me slow you down, Mr. Kinchen. I've read the police reports. I read that they found some drugs on you. I just want you to be truthful with me because I've got an idea what I'm going to do. And if you're not honest with me, that might change. So you just tell me what exactly happened.
I went to my dad's house. He had a heart attack December of 21. And I got arrested right after. I hadn't seen him in almost 2 years. And my sister told me he was doing a lot of meth. So I went by there to show him, dude, I'm clean. If I could do it, you can do it. Let's go to rehab. And he had just sold his, the property at his house. He sold his house, but he still had majority of the property in custody. He still owned most of the property. He just sold the house, the property, and the house settled. And the people that he sold the house to and him weren't getting along. I didn't know this. And he started cutting up some limbs, and I was picking up the limbs. I had my headphones in. Next thing I know, chainsaw quit. I turned and looked. My dad's got a chainsaw in his hand, and dude had a knife on it. And his son was about 30 yards away, and he had a pistol on him. I started screaming. I'm like, Dad, back up, dude. What are you doing? Back up. And when I did that, he ran to a shed, grabbed the gun, and come back out with it. And he tried to hand me the gun. I didn't take the gun. I pushed it away from him. I said, Dad, I cannot be involved in this. I love you, but I got to go. I had a book sack with my clothes in it. I had my book sack. I left walking. And I was after him.
While you're walking?
Sir?
They stopped you while you were walking?
Yes, sir.
They say they found a pipe in your pocket with methamphetamines.
Yes, sir.
Did you have that?
I did. Like, while I was walking down the road, I started looking in my book sack for my cigarettes. And I don't know why my dad put his pipe in my book sack, but he didn't. And I was planning on getting rid of it. And like, I had no chance to. I would have been literate. So by the time they got to me, I had the pipe on.
And they dropped the charges, is that right?
Yes, sir. They threw the charges out on January 23rd.
What is, when does your parole end? You know?
June of this year, June 25th of this year.
Thank you.
All right, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
That ain't what I just did.
Yeah, you did. Is there anything else you want to say?
I have 2 checks waiting on me as soon as I get out to pay fines off or whatever. Going back to sober living, if y'all give me the opportunity to get out today. I've already talked to the people that are willing to accept me back. And I messed up. Like, I shouldn't have went there, you know? But at the same time, I wasn't expecting anything like that to happen. I'm sorry. I was working on changing my life. I plan on changing my life. Since my dad got released, my sisters told me he was released on ankle monitor. He cut the ankle monitor off. I'm cutting him off. I'm done with it. Like, you just had a heart attack. Your heart's about to give out. All you're worried about doing is smoking nothing. I can't be around you until you get help. If you don't want to get help, then I don't want nothing to do with you. His mom, my grandma, just had open heart surgery. And right after surgery, they found a mass on her kidney. She's laying in the hospital bed, about to die right now. He won't even go see her. I would like to be given the opportunity to see my grandma one last time.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Panel prepared to vote. Marabella?
Mr. Kinchen, my vote is not to revoke you, but I'm going to add the condition that you return to the sober living facility and that you live there at least for the next 6 months, or at least until your parole is up. Good luck to you.
I appreciate
All right.
it.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Mr. Marabella, and I also agree to reprimand and do not.
All right, you got 2 votes, do not revoke. Revoke, I also vote do not revoke, and return you to sober living. You have to go back to the sober living until you finish up with your parole. So 3 votes, do not revoke. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Would I be released today?
However long it takes him to get that today, tomorrow, however long it takes him. 12:43, adjourn. Good luck.
Thank y'all.